Hello and welcome to the Bosh Kitchen. Today's video is a really good one because you're getting two recipes for the price of one. We're going to show you how to make two marvellous soups, creamy vegetable and creamy tomato. And once we've made the soups, we are going to show you a little trick to make those soups last longer. This is a silicone mold and this will turn our bowls of soup into bars of soup. Bars of soup. Why hasn't it been done before? I have no idea. This is how you make them. The first of the two soups that we're going to show you how to make today is the creamy vegetable. And the first thing you need to do is warm some olive oil in a pan. Add some finely chopped onion, a pinch of salt, and we're going to stir that around for 3 to 4 minutes. So our onions are well sweated now. They've got some good colour on them. They're releasing the natural sugars. The caramelisation process has started, which means it's high time we get some more ingredients into the pan. First up, garlic, and carrot, some celery, and some potato. Stir all those ingredients around in the pan to cover them in the cooked onions and oil. Right, that's good. The carrots and the celery and the potatoes have started to soften ever so slightly. So now what we need to do is add a little bit of flavour into this pan. Bay leaves, chilli, and thyme. Give it all a good old stir. Oh, it smells good in here already. And the next two things that we're going to pop into the pan is dairy-free butter and flour. It's going to help thicken it and give it a really nice creamy texture. Very delicious indeed. So the dairy-free butter and the flour has come together with everything else that's inside the pan. So now we need to give this pan some liquid. Vegetable stock, vegan obviously. We've got some cannellini beans, which is going to give a creamy texture and inject loads of protein into the soup, which is exactly what we need. Just give that a quick stir to make sure that all the elements of the soup have come together. Turn the heat down ever so slightly and let your soup simmer for around about 15 to 20 minutes until the potatoes are nice and tender. Right, so our soup has simmered down beautifully. Now what we've got to do is take out our bay leaves and let that cool down to room temperature so it's perfect for blending. So now our vegetable soup is sufficiently chilled, it's time to pop it in this bad boy. And now we have to give it a nice bit of creaminess with this soy cream. Now the blending might take a few goes, but it'll be well worth it because what you're after is a really beautifully creamy soup. So just keep on doing it until it's done. Take yourself a clean tasting spoon, pop it in. Oh, well the texture is absolutely perfect, but I reckon it could do with a little bit of salt and quite a big pinch of pepper. Blend that seasoning into the soup, so on goes the lid once more. It smells good, it looks good, it's well seasoned, it tastes amazing. Now, what we have to do is turn it into a bar of soup. This is a silicone mold, and you can get these from various cook shops and definitely online. I've got our creamy vegetable soup here in this jug. There's 1 litre, and I think it will split perfectly between these two silicone molds. Oh, here they go. And all you got to do now is pop them in the freezer until they're completely frozen solid. I reckon overnight is probably the best idea. So that's number 1 of the 2 soups out of the way, and this is how you make a really beautiful creamy tomato soup. First up, you're going to need some vine tomatoes. You're going to pop them on a baking tray. Throw on a couple of garlic cloves, keep the skin on, and drizzle over a touch of olive oil. Now these tomatoes are going to go into the oven at 180 to 200 degrees Celsius for around 15 to 20 minutes. So our main flavour makers, the vine tomatoes and that garlic, are roasting away in the oven. Now what we have to do is make the base and the body of this soup. An onion, some celery, carrot, and a little pinch of salt. Stir these 3 ingredients around the pan for around about 3 to 4 minutes to let them sweat and soften. We're going to pop in some dairy-free butter and give that a quick stir to make sure it's all nicely mixed in. Add in some plain flour. A quick stir, and that's going to aid the creaminess of this fantastic creamy tomato soup. Now we need to hit it with some flavour. Stir the basil around in the pan with everything else. Add in 1 tin of really good plum tomatoes. And to offset some of the tinniness from those tomatoes, we've got some brown sugar. Give that a stir, making sure that everything comes together nicely. Oh, it smells delightful in here. So the ingredients in this pan have harmonised beautifully. And now we've got a couple more ingredients we need to add in order to make it really soupy. Vegetable stock. give that a quick stir just to make sure everything's well mixed together. And now to make this soup really, really creamy, we've got some plant-based milk. Now the last thing that we need to pop into this pan are the roasted tomatoes and the roasted garlic, which are removed from their skins. It's a quick stir, just making sure that all of the flavours are getting to know each other. And the next thing that we've got to do, once it's cooled down to room temperature, is blend. Oh, it's so well textured. Look at that. Oh, delicious as it is, but it's going to be even better when it's nice and smooth. That is a mighty fine soup, but it needs a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Now, it's time to turn this into bars of soup. Oh, look at that texture. Look at that consistency. It's smooth, it's soupy, it's absolutely packed full of wonderful flavour and good quality nutrients. This is a real treat for a later date. I can't wait to try these. So there we go, tomato soup, creamy vegetable soup in bar form. Now, all we've got to do is cook it, and this is going to be super cool. Watch this. And there we have it. That is our creamy vegetable soup. There is so much goodness in that bowl. Look at how good it looks. It's so thick, it's so warming, it's so perfect for this time of year. And what's more, it's come out of the freezer. Oh, look at how smooth and how thick and how delicious that tomato soup is. That is a thing of absolute beauty. Now, if you had some really nice sourdough bread lying around, now would be a perfect time to pull it out. That is a delicious bowl of soup, and what's more, it's come out of the freezer. Such an awesome technique, so simple. It stores really nicely, no tin, no plastic, no nothing, it's amazing. It's obviously super healthy because you made it yourself. Which soup would you freeze if you were making bars of soup? Let us know in the comments below. I had fun making this one. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and we shall see you again soon.